Don't try to paint that picture like Montgomery, Alabama against all that breakfast and violence like that.
We done lost reach with the youth. The youth is on a whole nother page. It's a whole new generation. It's a whole new beast.
Montgomery is it. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta get together. You know what I'm saying?
Like, so I feel like life is what you make it. So Montgomery is what you make it, even cool.
Hi, my name comedian DJ George, a Montgomery citizen, born and raised. And I can say, this is a great city. I've seen a lot of great things, and I've seen a lot of things change. And as of right now, we need a different type of change. So today I'm gonna be going out into the community, talking with different people in the community to see what needs to be changed. We have a lot of great things to offer in this city, and sometimes it get overlooked by the minor bad things. I'm comedian DJ George, and we're gonna see what change needs to be done in Montgomery, Alabama.
Hey, yo, what's up with y'all, man? My name Kentavious Shuford. I go by the name of Tay. A lot of y'all probably know me from a clothing brand, First 48 Clothing. Also have a local restaurant, 48 Flavors, and a barbershop, 48 House of Cuts.
Tell us where you're from.
I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, on the south side of town.
I'm Justice Bush, Justice B. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama.
Tell us a little bit about what you do.
So I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an artist. I sing. I play guitar. I sell the best bundles. And yeah, I get the city what they need when it comes to hair and music.
So are you from Montgomery?
Mm-hmm.
Born and raised?
Yeah.
Man, introduce yourself, man. Tell everybody who you is.
I'm probably looking at this camera, right?
Whichever one you want to look at.
Oh shit. Yeah, Set Dollar, man, Montgomery artist, Montgomery, Alabama, born and raised.
What side of town you were born and raised on?
South side. I always say South side. I don't never really particularly just say one neighborhood because I done stayed in. I was in Ridgecrest for a minute. For most of the time, we was on Woodley Road, and Buckingham. So I'm South side, baby. You know.
Man, they call me Bama. Bama Good Life. I mean, everybody know me as Willie. Willie Hatching in school. My barber name Bama Good Life. Been around for a minute now.
I am Marsha Johnson. I am a city councilwoman in District 3, which entails North Montgomery, ASU, and downtown. Um, and I'm a daughter of Montgomery.
Okay. How long have you been city council?
I've been the city councilwoman 4 years as of Mother's Day.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you going on your anniversary. What kind of made you want to get into that seat?
What made me want to get into the seat? I was born and raised in Montgomery. I was born and raised on the north side. So I saw when Brockway was open, my grandma was a supervisor, so I saw when the north side was thriving. We had Winn-Dixie, we had grocery stores in walking distance. We had everything we needed. We could walk to it as kids, and it was safe. As I grew older, white flight happened. I think I graduated in '03, maybe like '05. I was already gone because I had joined the military. I did my active duty time, but of course, every holiday I came home. And I was really adamant about ensuring my son that I had right after high school knew what volunteerism looked like, because I did. My grandma never went real big politics, but my granddaddy was in business. And so we kind of had a little play in it. And so I would volunteer. Every time I came home, some was gone, some was closed. And eventually, I get in my 30s, I'm ready to retire. It's a ghost town.
Kevin King.
Kevin King, man. King Cavis, man. West side of Montgomery, man. Man, how long have you been in Montgomery?
I've been in Montgomery about a little bit over 23 years.
Ooh, that's a quite a bit of time. 23 years.
Yeah. Living here, but my dad's been living here for about 45 years.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember Billy King, the tax man, King's Income Tax.
Yeah.
That's my dad. And so I spent all of my summers and spring breaks up here. So Montgomery's always been a second home.
Check this out, it's your boy Junior Ball checking in. And right now we at our third annual Easter Bash in the Ridgecrest community at Gateway Park, where we give out Easter baskets and they had the bouncy houses, cotton candy and popcorn for the kids, just to let them know it's still fun things to do in the community without having to resort to any type of violence and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Growing up in Montgomery, were there a lot of opportunities for you when you was younger, coming up from the south side of Montgomery?
Oh no, not at all. It wasn't a lot of opportunities for nobody who I really knew for real. You probably had a couple of people like I'll say entrepreneur wise. What you had, Greg Calhoun? He was a black entrepreneur. Man, that's crazy. I really can't even think of none that really just was like doing what they supposed to do. That's so the opportunity part. Most people probably didn't even dream about that. So, and my entrepreneur idea came later on in my life, not even growing up, because all I seen was gang banging, drugs, blase, blase. So, you really had to see some stuff to know what's real out there.
Oh yeah, city changed a whole lot.
And what kind of changes, like, you know what I mean, that you seen in the city from now and when you first came out of high school time, you know what I mean?
To be honest, I probably seen a lot of stuff change, like just evolving, like why, like stuff with like social medias and internet and shit like that. You feel me? Technology itself for real though.
Yeah.
Like, I seen technology change a whole lot. Like,
What's some of the things you seen, like, technology actually change in your city? You know what I mean?
You gotta think, like, when we was in school, they was bringing dogs for phones. If you had phones in school, you know, they raiding them up, you know, like, so, like, to see how the school system is and how it's playing now, it just,
crazy, cause you got young niggas that come to school with, you know, going on, you know, it's just crazy.
it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff they dumped on us fast, and for the younger folks, that's all they know.
Yeah.
So you know, that's all they know is the Instagram, Facebook Live, and then for the younger folks, real 2000 baby, all they know is shoot 'em up, bang bang.
Yeah.
So growing up in Montgomery, it was pretty like cool for me because I feel like I always been in my own little world. Like, so wherever I go, like I be cool. Like, so I feel like life is what you make it. So Montgomery's what you make it. It's been cool.
Man, it was fun. You know, we ain't had no device and stuff, so we was outside, man. You know, spraying the water hose, shooting basketball, kickball. It's like we always really stayed in like either a cul-de-sac or a loop. So we knew a lot of people. We got friends. My best friend was across the street. So, and then his sister ended up having a baby by my brother type stuff. So it's all like family, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was different, man. That was the 90s. I grew up in the 90s.
Being honest has its ups and downs. It's nothing like when me and you grew up. It's changed.
I was born and raised in Montgomery. I was born and raised on the north side. So I saw when Brockway was open, my grandma was a supervisor, so I saw when the north side was thriving. We had Winn-Dixie, we had grocery stores in walking distance. We had everything we needed. We could walk to it as kids, and it was safe. As I grew older, white flight happened. I think I graduated in 03, maybe like 05. I was already gone because I had joined the military. I did my active duty time, but of course, every holiday I came home. And I was really adamant about ensuring my son that I had right after high school knew what volunteerism looked like, because I did. My grandma never went real big politics, but my granddad was in business. And so we kind of had a little play in it. And so I would volunteer. Every time I came home, some was gone, some was closed. And eventually, I get in my 30s, I'm ready to retire. It's a ghost town.
One summer, I was riding down the street. I had an intern driving a 15 passenger van. I'm not gonna call his name because this young man is no longer with us. He ended up getting killed. I saw him on the side of the street. He was 14 at the time. He was flashing money. And I had a 9-year-old next to him mesmerized about the money that he was flashing. and just counting this money, walking down Mobile Road. And I got out, and I said, man, what's up, man? What you doing? Where you get that money from? Put it in his pocket. I said, man, you gotta be ashamed, man. Where you get the money from, man? What you got going on? Mr. Kevin, you know where I got it from, man. I said, man, how much money you making in a week? He said, about $400. Now we know at our age, $400 a week. That's
a light bill. That ain't nothing but a light bill.
Right. And I asked him the question. I said, man, at 14, like, what do I have to do so you don't have to do that? He said, Mr. Kevin, I need you to find me a job, making $400 a week.
A lot of these dudes, they do be friends at first. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what they fall out for, but I think if they just play more, do more, it's something they got to be more opportunity to do. And we ain't got that, man. Like, we had like fun stuff, and we was Chuck E. Cheese, Fun Zone, or the Discovery Zone, skate rink, man. But I don't think they interested in all that. They think it's lame or something. I guess.
Yeah.
Girl, it's fun. I go bowling right now. Somebody tell me to go bowling, man. Shoot.
I got two answers to that. So one of them, really and truly, you really don't need nobody but God to make nothing happen. Honestly, like, if you got God and He putting stuff in place, He gonna do that. Like, you don't even gotta stress about nothing. Like, but as far as like support, it would be nice to have your friends and like your family support everything you do. But like, realistically, everybody don't do that. And so I used to sometimes be like, oh man, like, but now I don't expect nothing from nobody. Like, and I don't trip on it. And that really betters my life because I ain't got to stress about, oh, they're not supporting me. I don't expect nobody to do nothing, but that would help. Like, because it's like we're in this city, we in Montgomery, we in this bubble. Everybody around you see you, they see what you're doing, but nobody want to help lift you up so other people can see. It kind of makes it more hard, or it might make it take longer, but it's not impossible.
I think they need support from first the home that they live in, and then sometimes that can be a iffy situation. It is what it is. Everybody not blessed to have a good home to grow into. But then the community, and that's go as into the guys that they look up to into the community, their peers that they surround themselves around, and also in schools, you can have a teacher that can change your life, a principal, a coach, or anybody that can change your life. 'Cause that's what these kids lack. They lacking love for real, man, and they not feeling love. So that's how they express themselves going out here and getting into the drama and mess and stuff like that.
We need support from the city, of course, and we need support from, from the neighborhoods and the community, and we need, like, we gotta stop acting like we don't see stuff. We gotta start pulling these young fellas up. Hey, look, bro, you doing it wrong, et cetera, et cetera. I don't be worried about the backlash of saying something to a youngster. Okay, yeah, what? I used to be a little hard-headed myself, so they might be a little combative at first. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, they might be a little bit combative at first, but with that being said, once they figure out that you trying to make a positive approach, they gonna come on in there. You know what I'm saying?
Man, they need all support, like all good support, all genuine support, like somebody keeping it in their ear, cause there's so much fake shit out here. They can look on the phone and see, and think this person, but behind closed doors, he really this person. So we need all support, like everybody in this person ear, telling them right from wrong, like and niggas gotta lead right, like you know what I'm saying. Ain't a lot of niggas out here lean right, you know what I'm saying. Ain't a lot of niggas out here. It's hard too. Where we at, you know what I'm saying? It's a jungle out here, so it's hard, but we gotta learn to just be positive. You know what I'm saying? They gotta learn to be positive on every aspect. You know what I'm saying? They gotta learn how to be positive. You feel me?
My name Damon. 17 years old. I'm from Chicago.
How long you been in Montgomery?
For some year, couple of years now. I just need people to have my back for real. Like people that stay down with me.
Okay. How many shops you had in Montgomery on your own?
3 so far.
Three.
Yeah, 3 so far.
So, could you say Montgomery is a bad city?
Being honest, it has its ups and downs. It's nothing like when me and you grew up. It's changed.
I feel like Montgomery has potential to be a good city, and I feel like it is a good city. Um, yeah, I don't think it's a bad city.
No, I wouldn't say that. I think it depends on who you are as a person. So I think it's the person and what you put yourself into and the environment you put yourself into that will make it bad. But if someone says something about Montgomery, no, I wouldn't dare talk down on Montgomery because it is a nice place, depending on what you're looking for to do. So that I just put it like that.
When it's we done lost reach with the youth. The youth is on a whole nother page. It's a whole new generation. It's a whole new beast. What me and you going through is out our hands. Basically, it's gonna have to be a superhero come through, and no one is willing to die for the cause like Dr. King, Malcolm X. See, these people, the only reason that's how they made change because they was willing to die for it. Ain't no leaders out here willing to die for the change now. So it's never gonna be that way.
Now we do have a lot of murder. We've been having a lot of murder over the years, than more than we supposed to be having though. But shit ain't all that bad though. But it is a lot of bad stuff is going on out here in these streets with the youth though. That's why we need to be the one that be trying to get this youth
You
together.
fight the, we have in Montgomery, I can speak for Montgomery, even though I'm in these organizations and this is literally, you can hear it, it's like an echo in every Black community. I'm fighting against my own people that I want to help. The help is for you to improve your environment, to improve your living circumstances, and you're fighting me. And so you find people that get in office and they were very excited, very enthusiastic, and they leave because what am I here for now? I came to make things better, and now you find me, now I don't want to fight. I'm going to go do something else. So that's why you find a lot of older people in politics and for so much longer because they kind of already set in that way.
So one of the things that happened was when that interstate was, erected through the community, constructed through the community. Man, 1,400 households were displaced. 1,400 people, or not people, more people, but 1,400 households and businesses, they had to go somewhere. And they built Gibbs Village at the same time, and people started moving to Gibbs Village who no longer had a home because the interstate ran through the community. They ain't built, and I don't know how old you are. I don't remember this because I was too young. But back when they first, matter of fact, I wasn't even born yet. But back when they first built the interstate, there were no off ramps in this community. So can you imagine people coming from Mobile? Now we got an interstate. Now all of that money is passing by this neighborhood. Nobody's getting off, downtown and circling back to come back to this neighborhood for anything.
No, because I done got off downtown on my
Right.
way back that way.
Yeah.
Come back this way.
Right.
Yeah, my dad was old enough to watch the interstate be made. You know what I mean? And he talked about that all the time. You know what I mean?
And I know they know the story. So I think that's initially what happened, I believe. But I think from that, not to be long-winded, but a lot of other series of events happened in our communities during that time that basically just crippled our local economy, man. And so if your economy is crippled and you have less businesses in the neighborhood and you have less people shopping, now it's competition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now you got people who moving in the community
competing
against each other, people who own the businesses over here who, hey, we accept. They don't live here. You know what I'm saying? They're not concerned about anybody else, but we support their businesses. So we just got to get back to collaborate, man.
You just got to be able to have a vision and put in the work to make it happen. A lot of times people don't have a vision or they don't, they cool with what they got going on or they're comfortable. And like I said, that's in any city, not just Montgomery, but I feel like Montgomery is like a blank canvas and you can create anything here. Like nothing, like you can create anything. The only thing that's gonna stand in your way is you. I don't think nobody's standing in my way. I don't think Montgomery can stop nothing I got going on. I'm from here. Like it's love here too. It's hate. It's always gonna be hate, especially when you on your shit. That's just real life. You can't let that stop you, slow you down. You can't let that disappoint you. Because if you do focus on all that, then you never gonna go up. You never gonna grow.
Yeah, we definitely need community centers. We need like stuff to help these teenagers, started like doing stuff instead of being outside and just, booming people,
Okay. What kind of opportunities do you think Montgomery need to have for our youth?
Opportunity that Montgomery need to have for all youth. Most definitely more activities as in sports, like a lot of facilities. Like my son, he trained with the guy Ant Thomas, and Ant, which he pretty much have places where he can go and train at. But just imagine they had a big facility where all the trainers can come in and train these kids in basketball, train these kids in football, or so and so, opposed to having to pay. Because yesterday we took our daughter to gymnastics class downtown, but you got to pay for it. Everybody can't afford. We fortunate enough to be able to pay, but everybody can't pay. And then also, places like these teenager kids, only thing they really have something to do is like teenage parties and stuff like that.
We need to create opportunities. Like, you know what I'm saying? We need unity. You know what I'm saying? We need to create opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get together. You know what I'm saying? We got to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? We got to, what you know, I got to put what I know, what you know, you know what I'm saying? Genuinely. You know what I'm saying? It be so black clouded. You know what I'm saying? That genuine is rare. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta come together. You feel me? Like,
What
to
you
create
think?
an opportunity.
Yeah, man. They need to open these centers up, start letting people have their fun, man. Stop shutting down the real good events, the positive events. They shut it down. But the bullshit they let keep going on and stuff. Goddamn, they keep shutting down all the good centers and shit, all that. Like, man, the churn ain't gonna know nothing. Ain't gonna know nothing but to do that. What they doing, unless they make a change.
Probably like some Big Brother programs, stuff like that, and some type of like, if it ain't the YMCA, it's just a after school program where folks can go get help with schoolwork. After they get done with that, then they can have some type of extracurricular activity to do besides being on some negativity. You know what I'm saying? Whether you playing football, basketball, just some type of way to get the negative energy out of you. And you're tired. So by the time you get to doing your schoolwork and your homework and then doing your little recreational, you ready to lay down and get ready for your next day to be productive. You know what I'm saying? Just showing like the positive side. Like Montgomery we got some good resources, but they could be better.
They need to be able to take the opportunities and use them and make good. Like we get stuff, but sometimes they make it bad, man. I don't know how they even control it. Honestly, they so wild. It's hard to get them to listen, man. But it be their parents. They do start at home because it's cool, long as they child doing the doing. But then when they get done, it's my baby, my baby. He don't bother nobody. He bother somebody. He bother somebody. Somebody. Yeah, you need to talk to him, man. Some people might send them off somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Make them go to these programs and stuff. Parents letting these kids do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, hey, you finna do this. You know what I'm saying? You put you in this program. Let them go. They don't know if they don't like it till they get there. I was a Boy Scout, shoot. You know what I'm saying? So, and I ain't do that long, but at least I did it. You know what I'm saying?
Say, well, I like
I tried, you know what I'm saying? Everything ain't for everybody, but I went and I ain't had no, oh, I don't want to do it, mama. No, you doing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that come in.
Opportunity to me looks like creating opportunities, like even if they're not there, like not waiting for anybody to give you something or to create a platform or to, just do anything. Like opportunity is what you make it yourself. Like you don't have to wait on nobody to say yes for you to make something shake. So I feel like you create the opportunity. We could have more opportunities here in Montgomery, like when it comes to record labels or more creative spaces. But at the same time, we do have a lot of creative spaces. Like we have a lot of creatives here. Like we got a lot of engineers, producers, musicians, like artists, songwriters, and they're not regular. It's like not average. It's really good. But a lot of times, I feel like the city, kind of has a crab in the barrel mentality. It's like, oh, only one person can be at the top. Or like let's not support them. I'm not gonna support them because, I don't feel like I'm where I need to be. Like, I feel like it be some of that sometimes, but that could really be in any city, like with anybody. So
Man, I think we need like opportunity as far as like jobs, programs for the kids, even get the kids more involved and in a working program, at an early age, you know. Yeah, get them in a program like that where they can learn trades, they can learn how to build stuff, they can learn business courses, all type of stuff like that. If you want to play sports, you can do that the right way. You want to rap, do that the right way. Stuff like that. You want to be a chef, do that the right way. You know what I'm saying? Have courses for all type of stuff like that, man. And I feel like as us as a community, and pretty much going into the elderhood now, we the ones that got to step up now. You know what I'm saying? We need to get down and talk to these politicians and stuff.
So I think the easy answer that people would always say is people need jobs. But I would say people need development opportunities, man, from a young age. I think holistically, whether it's mentally, spiritually, physically, and socially, we need development opportunities to get us to the point where we can basically understand how society works, right? And we need to have the mental capacity to be able to even network with people and go in and out of different rooms and feel comfortable doing it, because oftentimes when we aren't, that allows us to retreat and not engage in a way that can be productive for us. An example is if I know you from the community and if I know you have some pretty good stuff going on, if I'm not necessarily used to communicate with people because I haven't really developed my communication skills, I'm not going to talk to you, but you don't know what I need because I'm afraid to talk to you about it, right? Yeah. But what happens when when I'm a young man and I can walk up to you and say, hey, I'm Kevin King, sir, good to meet you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you're able to say, wait a minute, man, there's something different about this young man. What you got going on? Yeah. But as we get to communicating, honestly, that can be some sort of mutual exchange and mutual contribution happening in that moment through communicating, and all of a sudden, I've made a connection. I've expanded my channels. I've expanded my network, and now I can not only help you, maybe I can, you know what I'm saying, but you can definitely help me because you're in a position of authority that would allow me to get to that money in a sense, or to get to my purpose or get to my passion.
I see this all the time. My folks had to keep me off social media because I be ready to go in and come in, get out of there. Community centers have been here. They've never went anywhere. We haven't had anyone to advocate for the improvements and modernization of our community centers. We don't have parents nowadays putting their kids in the community centers so they can keep running. So you got a community center and I'm gonna give it to you like a business person. I'm paying somebody to work there. Ain't nobody coming. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna close it because ain't nobody coming. So now, it ain't that it don't exist, but you didn't utilize this resource that we had for you. And now that you ain't utilize it, we gonna close the door. I can't pay nobody to sit here and babysit an empty building.
Yeah. If you could put one thing in Montgomery to reach our youth, to reach the young generation, and kind of change, they pivot from them going down the wrong road and getting them on the right track, what would you put in Montgomery to kind of help kids get on the right track if you had the power to do it?
If I had the power to do it, I probably, like I say, like the facility with the sports and all the gaming facilities and stuff. Cause I think when I was younger, we used to go to with the Y. At T-Bird. I don't know, you know T-Bird?
Yeah, I know T-Bird.
What the Y T-Bird used to?
Boys and Girls Club.
Boys and Girls Club, West End. Yeah, we used to go in there, man, and it just felt like life when you walk through the door. You go in there, you got all the games, then you got the pool, then you go back and then you got the basketball gym. And if you had something like that you can put in the city, and then also, like, within that, like, have, like, say, for instance, a cosmetology room. A room where they teaching these kids how to do electrician, or they teaching these kids how to go get their CDL license, just something like that, which I know the city can afford. But if you put something like that, I guarantee you that crime will stop. I guarantee, because now they got something else to look forward to. That's all the thing. Man, I talk to kids who get in trouble all the time, but Only thing you gotta do is grasp their attention, and they want to see this from people who they can relate to. Like when I go talk to these kids at these schools, if you see me, I'm always dressed in first 48, my clothing. Man, they don't want to see nobody coming out with no suit and tie.
Yeah.
They probably feel intimidated by you, look
Yeah.
like you looking down on them or something like that. So they want to talk to people who they feel like they can relate to. Man.
More rec centers. Huh? More rec centers. Rec centers? Yeah, like more. Yeah, like you go to like Georgia and Atlanta and stuff, like they got 24 hour centers. Like they got 24-hour centers to where like you go play basketball over there, everybody can dribble, everybody can shoot all that, but you come down here, everybody can't do the same thing. Because they got more options than this.
And then I hear people say, "Where the Boys and Girls Club in Chisholm, in West End, right by Carver, Kershaw still open. Boys and Girls Club still exists. Rick Jackson is doing an outstanding job, and believe it or not, even though people saying it, them communities, them Chisholm Boys and Girls Club, West End, they full. Them kids, them families are going. I've been to events in the last 3 months, so they have active employees, active programming. The one on Chisholm, I done gave them kids volleyball. They got and it's set up like the sand and everything. It's real nice. They got a little barbecue grill, a little what do you call it? The little pergolas that you can sit under. It's so cute. You had to ride past there and look at it. But that's what they asked for. Their basketball court is getting updated. You got a local basketball team. People don't even know, but it's a semi-pro. We have two. They are over there playing with the kids. They're actively engaged. They're at McIntyre. McIntyre is open. Todd Dowd that works with Madhouse that get our boys ready for football. He run that community center. Amazing programming. It's so many things already in existence, but people are not looking for it. And unfortunately, I will take some blame as us in office and us in positions. It's so many different ways you got to kind of find something, right? We don't have that one go-to resource where you can see, here's a calendar, here's everything, right? Or here's this resource book, here's everything. Yeah. You kind of like, if you're a parent and you want your kid in softball, you're going to have to Google softball leagues. Montgomery. Yeah. It's too easy. Somebody will inbox me and say, hey, what softball teams we got in Montgomery? I mean, like, well, let me Google it, because I don't know, but that's what we have. We are in a microwave generation. We want everything fast to include millennials and Gen Xers. And now our kids are spaced this way, and they like, if it's not right in front of me, it does not exist. If you didn't knock on my door and tell me, it does not exist. And when we send text messages out, this what we hear. How they got my phone number? Yeah. Y'all seen that text message that came out? Yeah. Well, we trying to reach you, you said. Yeah. So it's kind of like you win, you lose, But we try to put the information out as much as we can. But yeah, community centers are outstanding right now.
Opportunities easing everywhere now. That's not the problem. The cell phone is more important than your mom and dad now. So if you was to take the cell phone, okay, me and you grew up, our TV used to go off at a certain time at nighttime. I feel like if you're not grown, your phone should shut off at a certain time. We got to put discipline in play, and then we're not, as a race, we're not willing to do that right now. We're not willing to imply that. We totally throw it off now. We're not gonna do that. So we wide open now. We're not gonna do that. If I was a parent and I take my son's phone, he'll be willing to fight me for that phone. So the phone is more important now. They used to take our video game or whatnot. We might be upset and cry. We wasn't finna fight. But you take that cell phone now, all you gotta look up is the thing about now, you can look it up in your phone. Kids, their mamas take away their phone. Look at the reaction in the airports and stuff like that. They going crazy.
So you think, why you saying that you think the new mom and daddy is the iPhone or the Samsung?
That's the new mama and daddy. They do what the phone say do. They follow what the phone say.
And I can see that because you'll tell your child something and they'll Google to see if you right.
There you go. They don't trust your word no more. They trust the phone now. Man. The phone the phone is the problem. The internet, the social media is the problem. It's good and it's bad. So, with that being said, it's out of our hands. Too many guns on the street. Not enough police is on the street. So what can me and you do if we ain't much got enough protection for me and you?
So we can agree that the internet kind of like changed and increased a lot of unnecessarily problems in the streets, like beef and going live and fighting on live and all that. You know what I mean?
Change life. Yes, sir.
So like with that going on, do you think the city can actually grow out of that mentality? You know what I mean? Yeah. Of they going live against that person and they meeting up fighting and all this shit is basically some internet Facebook mess. You know what I mean?
But everybody got to be together for something like that for that.
Yeah.
You know, if
And
you don't see that happening,
and that's something that we trying to do, like push the people to make that happen, to get the city back right on the right track that it was before, like 'cause it was on the track before.
Probably more on like youth centers or something, cause I don't even know if we got any. Like we used to have community centers when we were growing up. Like in Ridgecrest, I forgot what the name of that one was on Rosa Park, but we used to go there. They had ping pong tables, got the basketball court outside. It used to be stuff to do. I don't think they really got nowhere to go, and I don't think they care to go nowhere because they got these phones right in their hands or you know what I'm saying, the games at the house, but. It ought to be somewhere. You know, they used to have the Boys and Girl Club. I don't know if they still got that. Van used to go pick the kids up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Girl Club member. You know what I'm saying? So I remember I played baseball growing up. So like even the vineyard, them boys, they had a van they used to get picked up in, and everybody was like moving as a unit. You know what I'm saying? And folks' kids was active and doing stuff and doing it together. I don't think they. The only thing they do now is party, man. They want to be rappers. They want to be me.
I feel like we could have more marketing like companies or like I love what Rap Sardines is doing. Like shout out to them. Like they're actually doing something to give artists here a platform and like spreading the word about artists and stuff like that. So I feel like more people who aren't afraid to help other people shine and help push other people, you know, because a lot of people want to be like, oh, it's me, like, but like we got to help each other, and then like everybody can have their turn. Like it's always, you know, so.
What I would do, I just help the ones that's around me. That's why I create jobs for black people. So if I get them around me, I can do something. I can show them a different light. So if you ain't trying to get them around you to show them that it's over with,
So we had about 10 more of you or 20 more of you.
we'll be fine. We'll start something.
Grab some guys.
You gotta grab them. You feel me? If you can show them to get besides selling a bowl or some shit, if I could show them how to pick up the clippers and get you 30, 40 a haircut, now we talking.
In a perfect world, we would have took some of that money that they used for prisons, like the millions of dollars they just put into the prisons. Instead of doing that, we would have put that into the school systems and like giving teachers more money. First of all, they're not getting paid a whole lot, you know, enough for what they're doing. Like literally creating generations, like the mindsets of generations. So I feel like we could definitely put the money from the prisons into the school system, help kids before they get to the point where they feel like they got to go to prison, or help put them in a place where they need to be to get the help that they need. And then I will also do more things like create music things for kids too. Like let them go to the studio, like, and create songs and let them see like this is a real thing you can do. Like you can do it.
More like a studio where they can learn. If they have the choice or want to be an artist, they can learn. Or if they want to be an engineer, they can learn.
Yeah, or like even to have that option in school, like, you know, like a class for that. Like who wouldn't want to do that? Like, you know, just something. More extracurricular things like that in school.
We need to reach the young ones, man, through relationships and programs and making sure that we have resources to make sure that people can move towards some sort of sustainability.
So we've done this with the ARPA dollars that came down after COVID dollars, and the city actually did a bond, a refinance, and we had what we call Montgomery Forward. We funded the renovation of community centers, and we did it in tiers. We'll actually have one new one that's at Calamar Drive, that's by Gaslight Curve. It's named after Glenn Pruitt's daughter that passed away from cancer. That community center be brand spanking new, okay? I know that Dan Harris over on the south side, they don't have a center. He's working with Councilor Mitchell, CC Calhoun, and they're looking to do something over in that area. That's in some time though, right? But it's gonna take people to advocate and say this is what we want, right? Because we know what we need, but do you really want it?
Man, what would be kind of sort of like, what would be something that you want to see in Montgomery in the next 5 to 10 years that'll be different, that'll rightfully help the city? Not just on the kids, but just on, you know what I mean?
Man, I think like a event center, man, where like when entrepreneurs come together, man, and do a lot of free events. A lot of people don't like free, but me, I feel like you can't charge everything. You gotta think about the city you in, man, for one. Everybody ain't got money to pay for it. So you have events, and I'm talking about events as in like giving courses out. You might have a credit class, give a credit class, just initial credit class to start that off. You might have somebody who, say for instance, a barber. He come do a barber class or something. Just offer these things to people, but as a whole. So if you get 30, 40 entrepreneurs come together, the city might got a abandoned building that they can write off and open it up and blase, and you get that open and give people the opportunity to come and do things like that. That'll cut down a lot of crime, man. And then that probably can change a parent aspect in life, and then that will flow on into the kid change, because I'm pretty sure if you see your parent, my son see what I'm doing and want to be do what I want to do. So if you see that, you gonna want to follow that.
All we got to do, or what I think we should do, is listen to our youth and put some of these things in perspective and put some of these opportunities here so they can achieve and grow. You know what I mean? I ain't got the money, but you know, I can contribute something to it. But our kids, it sounds like they want more opportunities to help them become what they want to become, whether we like it or not. Like some of them want facilities to learn how to be entrepreneurs. Some of them want a facility where they can work on their craft, their sports. Some want to just learn stuff that they into. And I think Montgomery, we got the capacity, the space, and the power to put some of these things in place. So this your boy DJ George, talking to the youth. We up at Car, we on the west side, you know what I mean? So, man, let's listen to these kids, man. Because if we can save one, we can save another.
Cha, cha,